Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play-to-earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I want to talk about the first SPS governance proposal, the official first one for voting, which is actually live in the game as of this afternoon. It basically pertains to modifying or adjusting the SPS rank rewards being given out based on the league levels. And I want to discuss the numbers and the data because, well, we do that from time to time here on this channel. And I want to discuss, how it could lead to a little bit of whale watching or whales incoming and what that could mean for all of us in general. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We'll discuss it all here in this video. So the proposal in question, I'll share with you here. I'm going to link this in the video description below if you haven't seen it. It just came out a couple hours ago, and it talks about splitting the ranked battle rewards by league. And you can see here the proposal looks to take a percentage of the reward pool split between the two leagues, Wild and Modern, and then splitting them in various percentages based on the league level here, with each league getting a certain amount of SPS allocated per season. The reason for this is because right now, because of the number of players and sometimes in many cases bots playing at the lower levels of bronze and silver, the rewards are being disproportionately allocated to not human players, not a human player as a new player, a single player coming into the game, but more of the bots that have tens of thousands of accounts running single BCX cards on a automated basis. And really what this proposed change is looking to do is to drive value to encourage human and real players to play at higher levels in the game, and to also either accumulate or rent assets accordingly, which is basically good for the entire ecosystem. I can honestly say I do support this proposal. I did take my stake to SPS and I voted to approve it because I think it is the right direction for the game. But I wanted to talk about specifically the numbers here and look at the data so everyone can understand the impacts of this change if it were to happen. Now, the good news here is that we do have some interesting data that we can fall back on, courtesy of Commander Chaos. He has the dashboard where he scrapes the blockchain for us as a community and provides this type of data. And I'm going to share the link to this dashboard if you don't have it in the video description below. A shout out to Commander Chaos for taking his resources, his own VPS server, and his own time to gather this data for us and publish it for us. I'm going to leave his IGN also in the video description below in case you appreciate this data and want to send him some love in the form of DEC, SPS, or cards, for example, because again, I think the work that he's doing here for the community is valuable. But again, what I want to share in this particular dashboard today, this dashboard was taken from August 29th, so yesterday. This is with roughly 2 days or less remaining in the season. And you can see the number of users here in the far right-hand column that have claimed daily focus chests for yesterday. And what this shows us is basically a breakdown of the daily active users in a specific league level. Level 0 is bronze. So it's showing yesterday there were 75,129 bronze users that claimed daily rewards. In silver, there were 27,085 users. In gold, there were 3,689 users. In Diamond, there were 556, and in Champion, there were 125. Now, this is split across both Wild and Modern leagues, so it's all encompassing here of the total number. And while this data shows you roughly, just at rough glance here, we have about a little over, probably around 106 or 105,000 daily active users that claimed rewards yesterday as an example. But you can see here where there isn't a restriction on the SPS rank battle rewards today, 75,000. So a majority of the rewards are going to bronze players, which are likely bots in many cases, and also silver players, roughly probably 99%, roughly, I don't have the exact number, but let's say 98 to 99% of the SPS rewards are going to, the silver and bronze players, and it doesn't really encourage these 125 or 500 players in the champion and diamond levels to really necessarily push to those higher levels. But with the new proposal, that would change things quite a bit. And I want to share the data with you here, specifically calculated. Now, what I've done is I've broken the league levels down into bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and champion. I've combined the total SPS reward pools for both modern and wild to give us a total reward pool to split evenly. Now, we know that there's not an even split necessarily between modern and wild in the number of players. Let's just assume for this simple example that that is the case. Again, this is going to give us an illustrative order of magnitude. It's not going to give us exact numbers, but it's pretty close, let's say. We have the estimated daily number of players, which we just reviewed here in the third column. And you can see with this new structure, the average season SPS reward here in column 4. So really quickly, I also want to clarify here that the data that you're seeing here of the average SPS season reward and the season value, again, is just for the ranked battle rewards, meaning the SPS that you earn for winning a battle playing in ranked play on a daily basis, based on your ECR and your bonuses for guild and gold cards, etc., win streaks. This does not include the value that comes from daily loot chests or focuses, nor does it include the SPS allocation for season rewards. Remember, that's a separate pool of SPS that's already allocated and segmented by the league levels. This proposal is set to modify the half of the SPS rewards that's allocated for ranked battles, because when Splinterlands released the ranked battle rewards, they didn't segment that pool by league level, and now they're looking to do that. So just to clarify this value. So if we look at this again, if we look at column 4 here, the average season SPS reward in SPS would be 2.4 for bronze, about 10 for silver, about 100 SPS for gold, around 800 SPS for diamond, and a little over 4,000 SPS for champion. Now that value comes in at the current SPS pricing of 0.052 cents as of the recording of this video, of bronze players earning roughly 13 cents per season in ranked battles, silver 52 cents, gold $5.12, diamond $42.47, and champion $226.68 per season. Again, this does not include the daily focus chest rewards, which could include SPS, cards, merits, potions, and packs. It is only for the daily ranked battle rewards. It also is not incorporating the value that you receive as a player from your season rewards. Remember, this is a separate data point to look at. Now, the average monthly earnings, you can see here in the second to last column, it's 25 cents for bronze, $1 for silver roughly, $10 for gold roughly, $85 roughly per month for diamond, and a little over $450 calculated here roughly for champion. You can see again, the last column breaks down the daily earnings here by league level here, about a penny for bronze, 3 cents for silver, 34 cents for gold, which is a big jump, $2.83 for diamond, another big jump, and champion going up to $15.11 per day, another big jump. And again, that's because the number of players playing at those league levels is much less, starting at gold and going into diamond in the champion. So for me, this makes a lot of sense because it really is going to encourage players to play at the highest level they're able to, encourage people to grow their assets or to increase rentals. And at the end of the day, it's going to do one of two things, I think, actually two things specifically. One, it's going to really uplift the value of the economy, because when you see champion earning $15 a day on average in SPS, well, guess what? The rental market for those champion cards that lets you compete at that level are going to go up substantially, because, well, now there's profit to be made there at the champion level. So cards that get you there are going to be worth more. Same thing for diamond, same thing for gold level cards. And that's good for the game. That's good for the rental market. This is going to have huge shifts in the rental market, I predict, if this proposal goes through, because players playing with 1b6 cards are not going to earn as much on the ranked battle rewards side of the house moving forward. The second thing I believe this is going to do is it's going to get the attention of whales outside of the Splinterlands ecosystem. When people start to hear that by playing a video game and investing in assets in this game, you can earn over $450 per month at the highest levels of the game, that's going to attract some players in other games to say, hey, my game doesn't pay me $450 per month. And by the way, I'm probably spending a lot of money in this mobile game or this online game or this MMO-based game that I'm not ever going to see. So why don't I spend some of that money on a game that I can earn money back? And I believe this is going to inject new capital into the Splinterlands market. So the takeaway from my perspective, my opinion, this is good for the game. This is why I voted yes for it. Because, yes, lower players in silver and bronze will not earn as much necessarily from the SPS side of the house, but the cards that they earn as part of their chests in the rewards for daily focuses and seasons will be more valuable because of the other players coming into the ecosystem and bringing new capital and new numbers in to Splinterlands. And I think that is ultimately the goal of the founders and the team. And this move makes a lot of sense to me. This may be controversial, this proposal, this change, and this opinion, but I think the data backs it up. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know in your comments below what you think. I'm prepared for some of this to be a little salty, but that's okay, because, again, I think the data backs up good information long term. Now, from a new player perspective, yes, the rewards don't look super lucrative here, but let's face it, if you're playing at the bronze level, your amount of investment in the game is probably low, so your rewards should probably be truthfully also low. And if you're someone that has put a lot of time and money into the game, you know, your rewards probably should be higher if you want to stay doing that and keep doing that in the game. So again, you have to look at the bigger picture here. You have to look at, you know, what is the goal of the economy and the ecosystem? What is the type of behavior we want to encourage? And as a new player, if you're just looking to play free to play, then play the game free and, you know, play it for the fun of playing the game, just like you would play any other game. If you're coming to play Splinterlands free and earn $400 a month by doing so, well, that's not sustainable. And, you know, that's not realistic. So I think you have to kind of check those expectations at the door and say that's just not doable, and maybe find a different game. So again, for the long-term health of Splinterlands and the success of this game, I think this is the right thing to do. Let me know what you think. All the links will be provided in the video description for you to reference. Until next time, keep stacking those stats.